In the year 1911, Ernest Rutherford and his colleagues completed a very important experiment. They were trying to determine the shape, the structure of an atom. Believe it or not, we've not always known. In your curriculum called Detecting Radioactivity in a Radioactive World, produced by the American Nuclear Society, we have an experiment where you get to perform a rudimentary simulation that's a little bit like Rutherford's experiment. Rutherford set up a source of alpha particles. The alpha particles shot through a slit to hit gold foil. Most of the particles went straight through, which meant that the gold foil was mostly space, but sometimes they would bounce back. That meant the alpha particles were hitting dense nuclei of the gold material. Other times, the alpha particles might be deflected because of the charge of the nuclei. The nuclei had a positive charge, the alpha particles had a positive charge, so therefore they would repel or deflect away from one another. We can see possibilities in this other chart: alpha particles bouncing off a nuclei, passing through with some deflection, or passing straight through if they didn't come close enough to the nuclei to be affected by its positive charge. There is a mystery shape underneath this board, and we're going to see if we can determine what it is using our simulated alpha particle. Let's put it in the shooter and see what happens. Most of the alpha particles went straight through in Rutherford's experiment. That's what this looks like. Let's try again. We're going to move our shooter, keeping it about the same distance from the mystery board, from the Mini-Rutherford board. This time, it came off at an angle. This time, it bounced straight back. That means there's probably a flat surface on this side of the board, whereas on this side, everything bounced off at an angle. We can continue all the way around the board until you think you can determine the shape. If the marble bounces straight off on either side and bounces off at angles on the other two sides, that will give you a big clue as to which piece was chosen. Get with a STEM friend, ask them to place a mystery shape under your Mini-Rutherford board, and then do your test and see if you can figure out which shape they chose.